What's up, everyone? And this is actually a fun kind of video I had. Now, as you know or don't know, at the beginning of the month, I tried to get out a tier list, and that's the video I always have the most polarizing comments with. And a format can change very quickly. So, this is basically, in this video, I'm going to kind of look at my tier list, kind of adjust it a bit, maybe add things that I should add, or basically explain why they are the way they are. So first, there were 3 decks in the comments that they say I missed, which was Altergeist, Goatee, and Rika. To be honest, even if I put them on this list, they ain't gonna do much of anything. And that's at best. Goatee, I have not seen one top cut. Same for Geist. Rika Fairy, maybe one. When I put these decks where they are, it's based on results, not power levels of decks. Like, for example, someone could say, oh yeah, Dynamorphia is definitely a much more powerful deck than Draco Slayers. Maybe two. Maybe it is. But the tournament results aren't really backing that claim. Like you say, oh man, I am destroying my locals with Cosmo. That's very easy to say. Locals is a different beast entirely. Or YCS is a different beast entirely. Locals you can win with half the time whatever you want. Now at a YCS or regional level, which is kind of what this is kind of more geared to, this is going to be what you see. Now, as far as changes, I wouldn't really change too much, except maybe bring Sword Soul up a bit. Maybe Branded. I'd probably drop a Striker and Exorcister down to tier 2. Like, if I were to change anything, those would probably be the changes. One thing was also mentioned that heroes should be higher than Rogue. You know what? Let's see them, if they can get a top in the next YCS, I'll move it up. Are they going to? No. Heroes, it can definitely do a lot of cool stuff. Yes. It's a fun Rogue deck. Yes. But as I said, Rogue. Dragon Link, that was also mentioned that should be higher. Again, like everything else, the results just haven't been there. Like, I'm looking for results. Like, I looked at the top cuts for YCS Pasadena and YCS Doromondots, however it's pronounced. I cannot pronounce it. And even a regional qualifier. These decks aren't really doing much of anything. Drago Slayer's topped, Flundry's topped, Runic, Sprite, and of course, Tier. Now, there's actually one comment I definitely want to mention, which was the most hilarious comment that I just laughed so hard. So, they basically said, they basically said that they could tell that I was very casual, which I would definitely say I am more of a casual player than a competitive player, just because I like playing random stuff all the time. Like some weeks, I might be playing Sword Soul or Flundries. Or other weeks, maybe I'll be playing Necros. I just play whatever I play. I don't go to events like, man, I'm going to play the best deck and beat the meta. I'm just like, I'm going to play this deck and have fun. That's just how I play. But as they said, I'm clearly casual. Not to mention, the tier list was posted before the 2 YCSs. I predicted ECG Tournament being tier 0, and at tier 1, Flundries and Sprite. What were the only 3 decks that topped? Yeah. And Dracosairs got top in at the other YCS Dormant. So to be honest, in terms of changing it, nothing much has really changed. If anything, it's even worse. Like, I'd say this is probably the more accurate tier list. That's just how a tier 0 format is. As long as Ishizu Tournaments is a thing, these are probably not going to top. These are probably not going to top. These may top, but unlikely. So, yep, those are the changes I'd make, and basically my response to the comments. Like sometimes like there are definitely some valid. Like, I don't know about Dragon Link and if it has a good matchup against Tier Limit, but if it's supposed to, it's not really fighting. I'd say Floowandereeze has the best counter against Tier, maybe because they run Dimension Shifter, and some of them also may run Dimensional Visor or the Macrocosmos. So that's it for this video. Let me know what you think about this kind of video. You know, basically halfway through the month, kind of reviewing the tier list and making adjustments. Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video I make. Bye.